Hello everybody, welcome in. This is Crystal Guardian here to do another tarot reading for the collective. I'm going to call in our guides, guardians, spirit, ancestors. Please give us your divine guidance and wisdom in this reading today. Any negative energies being sent our way, please return them back to the sender. We ask this in the name of the Most High. Thank you. Okay, let's get into this reading. Let's see. We have, you are a chosen one. Alchemize, turn your pain into power. We have testing your boundaries. Your ancestors are ready to kick ass and take names. So somebody could be testing your boundaries, or you could just be pushing your own boundaries. Let's see. We have trapped in a mental prison here. So I don't feel like that's your energy. You could have felt that way in the past. It says here, spiritual ass whooping. Project their BS onto you. So I feel like this is somebody else who's now getting a spiritual ass whooping from your ancestors for projecting their bullshit onto you. This person is now trapped in a mental prison. They have a lot of double standards. It's like they're allowed to do things to you, but then if you return that same energy, they get highly offended by it. And this person is childish. So you're being called by your ancestors to turn this pain that this person is putting on you into your power. This is somebody who's tested your boundaries, projects onto you. They're childish and they have double standards. But your ancestors are ready to kick ass and take names. They're getting a spiritual ass whooping now, whoever they are. They're trapped in a mental prison. So this could be somebody in a romantic relationship with you. This could be a friend. This could be a family member. Let's see. I'm actually going to use... I'm just going to pull from the Kipper-ish just to see who this person is. Okay, these fell out of the box as soon as I opened it. So ascending is here. You're now ascending, I feel like, because you are a chosen one. And then we have nice guy come out. This could be your energy. But this could also be this person who's now getting this spiritual ass whooping. They could have came in pretending to be a good person, like the typical nice guy that's only nice because they're manipulative and they want to see what they can get out of you. Let me see. I just want to kind of get who's this person. So this could be different for each and every one of you. This could be a family member because I did see family at the bottom of the deck. Whoever they are, they're in bondage, which we do see here that they're trapped in a mental prison. Oh, let's see. So, Spirit, who is this person that is now getting a spiritual ass whooping. See, we have gift. You are a gift. Then we have distant future coming out. So there's a message coming in your way. This could be from this person, but this can also be a message from your ancestors. So I'm getting that this is going to be somebody different for each and every one of you. Like I said, family was at the bottom of the deck. So this could be a family member with the nice guy coming out. This could be, like I said, this nice guy could be your energy, but it can also be this person. Let's see. Whoever this person is, they're obsessed. That could be the mental prison that they're trapped in. I keep seeing karma at the bottom of the deck. And now we have karmic masculine coming out. So what I'm taking from this, with these coming out here like this person is now in bondage because you're ascending. This person came in posing as a nice guy, pretended to be a gift in your life. Then with the distant future coming out, after a while, you've gotten a message. You came to the realization. Now, this could be a message from your ancestors. This could also be some revelation that you came across that this person was actually karmic. And with the obsession out here, I feel like now that they're trapped in this mental prison, this could be an obsession over you. This person wants to come in and test your boundaries. They're childish. They have double standards. They're now getting their karma. They have a lot of animosity towards you and your achievements. You are in this divine feminine energy. This person could have entity attachments to them. I feel like you're transitioning away from this person. Now, with legal also being here, you could be going through some kind of legal issues with this person, but I'm almost getting like this is spiritual court that this person has gone through. And that is why spiritual justice is here, and now your ancestors are ready to kick ass and take names because you're a chosen one. And this person, whatever they did, it seems like they were trying to get you trapped in a mental prison. They have a lot of double standards. They're very childish. They like to come in, project their bullshit onto you. So this is anything that they're doing, they'll try to put the blame on you. If they do something to hurt you, they'll blame you and say, well, you're the reason I did this. You did this. You said this. And that's why I did this to you. Basically, this is somebody who tries to get their lick back on you. Even if you did something that you didn't intend to do to hurt this person, they're going to take it as a betrayal. They're going to hang on to it. And they're going to come back later on and do something shitty to you to get their lick back because of some perceived slight that you did to them, even if it was not your intention. They like to test your boundaries. So now the ancestors are here. This person is getting a spiritual ass whooping. They are trapped in a mental prison. You are a chosen one. You need to alchemize and turn the pain that this person caused you into power. Okay, so let's get some tarot on this. Okay, so you are a chosen one. We have this with the sun here. So you're in this sun energy. You're happy, you're positive, you're a good person. With the sun being out here, I take the sun as like God source energy. So you are in this energy. You're a chosen one. You're now taking this leap of faith. This past person is now looking at you as a missed opportunity with the Four of Cups being here. They want to come in with some form of communication, and you are in this Queen of Cups energy. You're somebody who's compassionate, you're healing, you're emotionally stable. Why is alchemize turn your pain into power out here? We have the Emperor coming out. So this could be your energy as well. You're now in a position of divine masculine, whether you're a man or a woman. You're stable, you're secure. You have discipline and focus. You're now alchemizing this pain, turning it into this power to level up into this Emperor energy. Why is testing your boundaries out here? Let's see. You're going towards this 10 of Pentacles. This is about like building a legacy for yourself and for future generations, having financial stability and long-term success. So, like I said, you could be testing your own boundaries as well. Sorry, my cat is jumping up here. Get down. Okay, so let's see. Testing your boundaries. This person is testing your boundaries because with the Page of Swords here, they're watching whatever's going on with you. They see you moving towards this 10 of Pentacles. You are now sitting in this Queen of Pentacles energy. Like I said, with the Emperor being here and the Queen of Pentacles, these are your energies. You're moving towards stability. You're moving towards success. That's leaving this person, whoever this is, in a sense of grief and loss because they feel like they cannot control you anymore. They can't test your boundaries. Your boundaries have gotten stronger. You don't have to depend on this person financially. So I feel like they might have used finances to hang over your head and control you in the past. Now, with you moving on to your own stability, this person is watching and they're grieving this loss of control that they had over you. Okay, why is your ancestors ready to kick ass and take names out here? Okay. So, whoever this person is, they had you trapped in a 10 of wands. You carried a lot of burden and stress because of this person. They betrayed you with the 10 of swords here. This is somebody who gave you a lot of stress, a lot of burdens, betrayed you, caused a lot of deep wounds within you. You've gone into hermit. You've done soul searching. You've gained guidance. You've gained wisdom. And you've gained your strength. By going within and self-reflecting, that's how you were able to alchemize, turn your pain into your power. Your ancestors see what this person put you through. They saw these burdens, these betrayals. They watched things that you didn't even know were happening. They were watching and they were seeing. They were seeing what this person put you through. Things that you might not even know about that they've done behind your back. Your ancestors were watching and they knew. And your ancestors could have helped you through this healing. They could have given you this strength. You may or may not be aware that your ancestors are there watching you, protecting you. And from this strength card with this, you have strong ancestors backing you up, watching you. So now all of these burdens, all these struggles, all these betrayals, your ancestors are sending back this person's way. Whatever this person did to you, they're now sitting in this 10 of wands, 10 of swords energy. They're going to start facing burdens. They're going to start being betrayed by the people around them. And that is what's going to have them trapped in this mental prison. So I was trapped in a mental prison here. Let's see. We have the Four of Pentacles coming out in the reverse. So this person is greedy and materialistic and possessive. They're trying to hang on to your energy. You could have released this person because we did see the transition here. You could have put this situation to death. They're still trying to hang on to your energy here with this Four of Pentacles. And then we have, like, can't make it up. These are the cards that came out. This person's trapped in a mental prison, and then we have the Eight of Swords coming out underneath that. So they literally, this is the card of being trapped in a mental prison. And they're trapped in a mental prison because they're trying to hang on to you after you've walked away and put this situation in a stalemate with the Eight of Cups and the Two of Swords being here. And again, with Two of Swords to the Eight of Swords, this is 10 swords. So any betrayal that this person caused you with these 10 swords is now going back to this person. And your ancestors are making sure of it. You've gotten out of here. You've walked away from this situation. With the Page of Cups being out here, you're now moving on to new opportunities, new possibilities. And with the Page of Cups to the Eight of Cups, this is 9 cups. So you are walking away from this person and going towards your 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. While this other person, this past person, family member, whoever, I'm getting, though, like I said, it could be different for each one of us because family was at the bottom of the deck. But with the nice guy and the karmic masculine, I'm getting that this is an ex-lover. So you're moving on to your wish fulfillment while whoever this person is sits here trapped in this mental prison because you put them in a stalemate. And now they're getting these 10 swords that they stuck in your back, stuck in their back. And part of the reason they're trapped in this mental prison is because they want to hang on to you with this Four of Pentacles being in the reverse here. So this is what they're going through right now. And this is their karma for the way that they've treated you. Now, why is spiritual ass whooping out here? Okay, I feel like spiritual ass whooping is out here because while you move into this Ten of Pentacles energy, like I said, we saw with other cards, you're now in a place of abundance and security. If you're not there yet, you're going to get there. Well, this person is going through with the Five of Wands, obstacles, arguments, chaos, fighting with whoever else they're around. It's putting them flat on their back in this Four of Swords energy. They're now getting this spiritual ass whooping. They're going through these chaos and conflicts that's knocking them flat on their back while you move on to stability and success. Okay. Why do we have project their BS onto you? This is with the Five of Swords coming out. This is somebody who was very selfish. They're a backstabber. If you look at this card, he's getting ready with these swords to stab this person in the back. This can also represent an abusive relationship, conflict. This is somebody who is a liar, a thief, a sneak, causes a lot of chaos, conflict. They project this energy onto you. They accuse you of being in this Five of Swords energy, but this is their energy. Judgment is now being called on this person. Balance is being restored in your life after you hopped on this chariot and got the hell away from them. Why is double standards out here? Double standards is out here because with the Three of Pentacles, I feel like you wanted to collaborate with this person. You wanted to be fair with them. You wanted to be in cooperation with them. You try to work with this person. However this was, if it was a family relationship, like I said, a friend, an ex, you wanted to cooperate. You wanted to build a team with this person. You love this person. You wanted to be on their team, but they were just out here chasing illusions. They made you an option. They fed you a bunch of bullshit, basically, with the Seven of Cups being out here. They had a lot of double standards. Like I said, this person never wanted to cooperate. They never wanted to work with you. You were trying to work with them. All they wanted to do is feed you lies, illusions, and bullshit. Well, they went out and looked for other opportunities. With the King of Wands being in the reverse, this is whoever this is. This is their energy. This is somebody who is ruthless, impulsive, stubborn. They had a lot of double standards here. Like, they made you an op, basically. Like, you were trying to work with this person, and everything that you tried to build and work with this person for, they opposed you. Like I said, nothing was ever good enough for them. They were stubborn. They were ruthless. They came in feeding you a lot of bullshit. We saw here with the nice guy coming out that, I can't find it now. They came in posing as this nice guy. They fed you illusions. They fed you bullshit. They were out chasing other options. They had a lot of double standards when it came to you. Things that they would do to you were okay, but if you did the littlest thing to them, it was the end of the world. And they had to get their lick back with you. This person is very childish and immature. Why do we have childish out here? Let's see. You put this person in the past with the Six of Cups here. You're now leveling up to this Empress energy. You could have played these childish games as well with this person. Try to go tit for tat with this person when you were with them. But I feel like you finally had enough and walked away. You realized it was a losing battle. You're now in this wounded warrior energy with the Nine of Wands being here. You found your strength. You're maintaining your boundaries. You've moved on with the Two of Wands. You're planning and looking to the future. Why is Childish out here? We have the Page of Wands in the reverse. So this person, like I said, they create a lot of conflict. They're immature. You're now in this star energy. This person is going through towers. This person was very, with the Queen of Swords in the reverse, this person was very critical, dismissive, overbearing, cold-hearted, cruel. There were a lot of times they could be very cruel to you. They were very immature. They're now facing towers. I feel like you've gone in, you've matured. Like I said, you could have been in a space when you were around this person where they would bring out your immaturity as well, where you might go tit for tat with them because they were stressing you out so bad. They were bringing you down basically to their level. But I feel like at a certain point you had enough of their childish games. You walked away from them, and that made you go in and do your healing, and you're now gaining your maturity. And this person is still in this Queen of Swords energy where they're dismissive, overbearing, cruel, and they created a lot of conflict. I feel like they're still immature with the Page of Wands in the reverse. They're still creating conflict. They're going through towers now because they're never going to grow up. They're never going to mature. They're never going to take accountability for their actions. You've gone in, you're now healing. You've now gained your strength. You're now in this Empress energy after putting this person in the past. You're now going into this star energy of peacefulness, hope, being calm, having clarity, being renewed. And this person is over here still in this immature energy going through these towers. And like I said, your ancestors saw things that you had no idea about. Like, not only what you do know about that this person put you through, but they saw things that you still don't know about. And that pissed your ancestors off to the point where they're now kicking ass and taking names and giving whoever this is a spiritual ass whooping. And that's why they're going through these towers. So that was the reading. If it resonated with you, drop a like, comment, or subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next reading. Have a great day. Bye-bye.